So, hi Taurus, my name is Chris and this is your reading for December 2025, and I'm super happy that it is the December 2025 reading because that means the 7-year circle ends, the dark night of the soul for us all ends, the mindfuck years and the little narcissistic, bipolar, psychopathic Neanderthalers have their go ends, and there's the Strength card. Try not to fight it. I had this in the Gemini reading where the devil showed up. We don't need to be afraid of the devil. If the devil shows up, we know how to handle it. The Strength card is reminding you of that, right? Center of your card across the Strength card. Do not fight, right? What you don't want in your life. Go for justice if there is something to go for, right? Crossing energy, 4 of Swords. Do not fight. Keep protecting your inner peace, right? Do not take the bait of any narcissistic energy. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to justify yourself. You don't need to, you just keep your focus on what you want to create. And the most powerful frequency that you can cultivate in your consciousness is inner peace. And this all talks about inner peace, right? The Strength card, she's not wrestling this lion, she's taming the lion, right? 4 of Swords, processing something, letting something sink in. That's your victory march. 6 of Wands. Laser focus on what you want to create. Your focus determines your reality. Don't let your fears or your insecurities create your reality. Your focus, what you want to create. Don't fight the old, create the new. Justice is about to come. Taurus, my friend, that looks pretty good. The Chariot is here. The universe supporting you. Justice is on its way. Just all that you've learned in the last 7 years. And for decent people, the last 7 years have been pretty tough, right? Because all the narcissists and psychopaths and all these horrible people, they had their ball. They were running amok. They were calling the shots. But this is ending. You remember joy, 6 of Cups. There's the Moon card. Subconscious energy in your outside position. There's a little bit of fear here, right? And the 7 and the Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. Totally focus on your own light, following your own light. There's the 3 of Cups underneath, the 2 of Cups, the Hermit. You can have a celebration. You can meet people. You can have a good time with people. But do not allow anybody to trigger you, right? This is, and by the way, when I say do not allow anybody to trigger you, triggering or being triggered, you can also trigger yourself, right? By obsessing about negative scenarios or worrying too much. But I don't see you doing this, right? I'm basically just telling you, you got the victory march, you got the 6 of Cups, you got the Strength card, you got the 4 of Wands, you got the Chariot and Justice, right? This is always a very good combination, Chariot and Justice, right? Laser focused, Swords energy here. You use your mind wisely, not to fight, not to catastrophize, but to cultivate it in the best way possible. You can go for long walks, you can meditate, you can just practice mindfulness, right? Meditation is just the best thing you can do. If you've never meditated, do it for 5 minutes, make it a habit every day. And in a few years, you know how to meditate, right? 2 of Swords, clarifying the Strength card. Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Four of Swords here. You're triumphant even all over. This is a heartbreak, heartache situation that you are triumphing about. Why? Because you're disengaging, you're focusing on creating what you want to create. This is where the good times begin. This is how you create the good stuff. Five of Wands with the Justice card. Chariot with the Eight of Swords. The Chariot again with the Six of Cups. Ace of Pentacles with the Moon card. Five of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups. So what is this all about? Bottom of the deck is the Sun card. So maybe in December you have to stand up for yourself in the sense that you're just doing your own thing. Unapologetically, you just being the hermit, following your own light. If you think it's pretty dark in here, maybe you are the light. Have you thought about that, right? Nobody can touch you. You're totally... Let's just see. Number 39, Synchlotron. That's the Blue Angel Oracle card. Infinite possibilities. Think outside the square, beyond the limit of your thoughts. It is possible to think through your heart. Try it. Infinite possibilities exist inside you. There are ideas and creative solutions from behind your physical reality. You can create all your heart desires. Feel the imaginative impulses transmitting from beyond space-time. Through this card, you can see and randomly create. This is a card of joyful creation. All you wish to be can now be. Keep the greater good of all in mind and let there be love in all that you do. And the first responsibility, and this is not egoism, but you have to love yourself. Self-love is the necessary precondition for every other form of love. That's super important. If you focus on that, you can't fail, right? And it's not about failure. There's the victory march, right? There's so much inner strength here. There is justice here. There's laser focus on your project, what you want to create. You're not naive about this. There's the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Sun card, and the Hermit. Very beautiful. Follow your own light. Trust yourself. Don't listen to all the naysayers if they are naysayers. You know, there is this one quote that I picked, Maslow. If you give a hammer to an idiot, he treats every problem as a nail. Somebody needs to hear that. When people treat you like they don't care, believe them. Okay. And the joy in your life is directly depending on the qualities of your thoughts and, of course, of your actions. So you got everything going. The universe is supporting you. You did everything right. And what did you do right? Cultivating your inner peace. And keep doing that throughout September. There is in the possibilities 2 times, there's this energy of being tested basically in December. Shows up again and again in all the readings, more or less intense. For you, it's just a side note here with the 2 times the 5 of Pentacles. If somebody tries to scare you, don't run. You know, if somebody tries to play you on guilt, fear, shame, don't give in to that. Don't agree to that. Don't explain yourself. Don't justify yourself. Just stand your ground, but not by explanation, not by justifying yourself. You don't have to justify yourself. You have a divine right to be here. And narcissistic people, toxic people, antagonistic people, psychopaths, bipolar, Neanderthal, assholes always try to lower your frequency. They try to sell you on a story that is disempowering, and they always try to lower your frequency. And they always try to do this because if you're in a lower frequency, guilt, fear, shame, right, you're most likely in a reactive mindset. So if I can bring you in a reactive mindset, for example, to guilt, fear, or shame, I can literally push your buttons and make you react a certain way. That only works if there's no gap between the trigger and the reaction. You know, if you're so stressed that you don't have the energy to create a space between the trigger and the reaction, then you're easily manipulated. The narcissist wants you to run. The narcissist wants you to be scared and be in this reactive mindset. Somebody is going to test you. That's in your potential. Doesn't need to be, but someone will probably try and show up and try. You do everything right? You remember joy, you're laser focused on your stuff. And by the way, your stuff in December is the most important thing here. That's where your sun is, that's where your light is. Because, you know, maybe you are the light in a dark surrounding, bringing the light to that dark surrounding, right? And let it shine, right? Divine humble pride, there's joy, there's happiness, there's success, and all of your success lies into inner peace and protecting that inner peace. And do not allow anybody to snap you out of this. Okay, now I'm shutting up. One more card. Turn knowledge into wisdom. And that shows up again, that topic shows up again and again. You know everything that I told you, most likely, if you found this video. Knowing a thing and practicing a thing, sometimes these are two separate things, right? Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Wisdom is applied knowledge, right? And wisdom is also about knowing how to apply knowledge, right? There is an experience in how to apply what you have learned. And you have to practice it, right? And part of the practice, you know, the antagonist never sleeps, right? Is being tested by the universe, by the antagonist, by toxic people, by narcissists, right? Being tested, and you're going to, you just don't take the bait, basically. That's the most important thing. And it is a good reading. It is a fantastic reading. You are showing up here in a form of mastership. There's the Queen of Swords, there's the Hierophant, there's the Strength card, there's Justice, there's the Success here with the Victory March. Remembering joy and focusing on that what you want to create. Guilt, fear, shame is usually connected to a story from the past. But you want to take the moment, the here and now, to create, first of all, protect your inner peace, and then create whatever you want to create for yourself. Follow your own light. Don't listen to any naysayers or people who present you stories about who they think you are or who they think you should be. That's disempowering. Away with that. And then you're just going to have a fantastic December. That's a little heavy, I know. But as I said, it's a fantastic reading. You know everything. Some people are trying to test you. When people treat you like they don't care, believe them. And if you give a hammer to an idiot, he treats every problem as a nail. So don't be the nail for any idiot who has a hammer. And that's all I got. Now, Philautia, share, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it, if it resonated with you. And hopefully see you next time. By the way, the 2026 readings are either out or coming out very soon, so check them out. I linked them at the end of this video. Now, Philautia. Ciao.